My name is Robert Adams, and welcome to Final Boss. First up, we review Curry's top 5 favorite games. Then, Kevin and John talk about Metal Gear Solid 5. Next, we have John and Sam playing some Left 4 Dead. And finally, we delve into the monster known as Twitch Plays Pokemon. Get ready, boss incoming.
What is Final Boss? Final Boss is engineered by gamers for gamers. We handcraft videos that contain previews, reviews, let's play, gaming news, gaming discussion, rants from our own, Robert Adams, and much more gaming content to quench your thirst for quality gaming-related programming. It's time for Final Boss.
My name is Robert Adams, and this is your gaming news. First up, some new information has been released on PlayStation Now through Gaikai's website through a screenshot. Now it only shows 2 games at the moment, Uncharted 3 and Far Cry 3, both with their own individual price tag of $4.99 for Uncharted 3 and $5.99 for Far Cry 3. The only problem is no one knows how long these rentals will be, if they'll be anywhere from 1 day to 1 month is most speculation. But until Sony gives me an official confirmation, I guess I'll have to use Redbox from now on. Also, in the news, the Ouya, the gaming system that not many people own and many less play, is deciding to release the Ouya Everywhere initiative. This is a campaign to release Ouya games on other consoles other than the Ouya itself. The first people to join them was gaming, accessory, and software developer Mad Catz. The first system they're going to use is the Mojo, set to release this spring for $200. Now, if only Sony and Microsoft could get together, so I can play Dead Rising 3 on the PlayStation 4. My name is Robert Adams, and this has been your gaming news.
Thank you for the news, Robert, and hello everyone. My name is Curry Hartson. A lot of people will ask you as a gamer, what is your favorite game of all time? Someone asked me this recently, and I couldn't choose just one, so I decided to make a list of the top 5 and share it on the show. Of course, this is just my opinion, and take that as you will. Number 5 is Minecraft. Minecraft is a game that has taken this world by storm, with it being released everywhere. On the Xbox 360, the PS3, PC, our smartphones, and more, Minecraft has been everywhere and sold millions of copies. It was a close tie for my number 5 spot between Minecraft and Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, but playing on friends' servers and building anything I desired, exploring caves, only to get killed by a creeper and lose all of the resources I had found, led me to have some of the best times I've had in video games and multiplayer, and that led me to decide to give Minecraft my number 5 spot. Number 4 is The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. I've heard from a lot of Zelda fans that they think that Twilight Princess is one of the worst Zelda games, but I have to disagree. I thought the puzzles were awesome, the bosses were great, the dungeons were fun, and it was a great story, and that it was an awesome game all around. To be fair, Twilight Princess was the first time I played a Zelda all the way through, but I loved every minute of this game regardless. It is what I consider to have brought me into the world of RPGs. After Zelda, I played Final Fantasy, Paper Mario, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, and it just kept going. This game has a huge impact on what I play today, and it was a blast to play all the way through. Number 3 is Star Wars: The Old Republic. If you all remember the review I did a couple shows back, I gave this game an 8 out of 10. I looked at it as objectively as I could, and I know that there are flaws in the game, but I personally absolutely love it. I am a huge Star Wars fan, and it was a great MMO to satisfy my Star Wars needs, and it was also one of the most thrilling games to play as I raided with my friends and took down tons of different bosses. I love this game a lot, and while I know it isn't even close to perfect, the raids are fun, the PvP is awesome, and it is my favorite MMO I've ever played by far. It's a great game, and it gets my number 3 spot. Coming up next, John, Sam, and Robert will be at the round table, and later, my top 2 games of all time are coming up. Stay tuned here on Final Boss.
Yo, why are you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in your room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey guys, welcome back to Final Boss. Nintendo has been having a lot of financial woes lately, and
Well, they made the Wii U. What did you expect?
I mean, there's a lot they could. I don't know. What do they need to do to get out of the hole?
Well, first, make the Wii U battery life longer than 3.5 hours.
Seriously, does the gamepad drain that much battery?
Yes.
Wow. See, I was thinking if what happens? They focus really heavily on their first party titles, right? Your Marios, your Zeldas,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But then they don't deliver at the kind of speed that makes that profitable.
Yeah, well, also, they're bad on their third-party titles. Remember when it came out, it had, like, Arkham City and stuff that had already been out for, like, a year or so.
Right. They were direct ports, and they weren't even games that were particularly current. I mean, I checked. I had an interview. I think it was sometime in the summer with that Eiji Aonuma, Zelda's producer, gave. It says that making a Zelda game is like a 5-year process, but you would think that they would want to have one of those ready to go, like they have in generations past, right?
Yeah, but but it takes time.
The problem with Nintendo right now is that they put too much time and money trying to develop the Wii U. And with that, they pretty much dug their own grave, because now, I don't know if anyone really cares or really knows, but like Nintendo cut off internet service to the original DS and all of its, counterparts in the Wii, which really, upset a lot of people, because a lot of people still play those games online. Like, I know a lot of people that were playing Super Smash Brothers online with
Right. Thankfully, they didn't cut off the shop channel, though. You can still download.
Yeah, you can still download games
for money
and stuff, but
see, and that kind of. I mean, are they? You got to wonder, are they trying to rededicate that server space so that they can make the eShop more?
I think
more viable?
where they really went wrong was with the Wii U's, like peripherals, like their gamepad that's about the size of a book,
Literally like the size of a tablet.
which was a really, really, really bad idea.
It's like the Virtual Boy. It was innovative for its time, but no one wanted to play it.
So what should they focus on?
They should focus
Moving
on
forward.
a better gaming console. Not so much handheld, but their core console. Like they need to move away from the Wii.
And
Period.
So, and then of course they could always focus on their handhelds, because that's been making them money
Yeah.
for years and years. That's about all the time we have for this segment. Coming up, we're going to be talking about Twitch Plays Pokemon, and we're going to have Kevin out here for some Metal Gear Solid 5. Stay tuned.
It never gets old, huh?
Nope.
It kind of makes you wanna...
Breaking the song?
Yup. I love the sunset.
I love Eagle Lake.
I love the forest. I love when eagles play.
I love the campus!
And all its sights and sounds.
Boom-diada, 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 boom-diada.
I love philosophy.
We love diversity. I love English.
And all its weird words.
I love the music.
And all its melodies. Boom-diada, boom-diada.
Boom-diada, boom-diada.
I love fraternities.
I love sororities.
I love to draw things.
And all the athletes.
I love Moorhead.
It's such a pretty place.
Boom-diada, 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 boom-diada.
Welcome back to Final Boss once again. I tell you, I was browsing through streams the other day. Oh, it was last week, and I watched a lot of Twitch Plays Pokemon. It's really big streams. Had over 45 million hits, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't know. I don't really watch stupid stuff on the internet.
It's kind of a hard thing to follow. They've got this this, for those of you who don't know, they have this Twitch.tv stream, but they have it configured so that when you put commands for a Pokemon game into chat, the character on screen performs the action. So the viewers on Twitch, which typically easily number over 10,000, are literally playing Pokemon through the internet.
That's horrible.
They've completed the Pokemon Red through the use of their all-terrain Venomoth, is what they're calling it. And now they're playing. They're on the Elite Four in Pokemon Crystal. I mean,
they made some progress apparently.
It's really slow going though.
Yeah, I can imagine, considering the mass amount of people playing the game at the same time.
It's kind of ridiculous, but it makes you kind of wonder, what else could you play like that? There's not a lot of games.
Apparently, Konami has it where Metal Gear Solid 3 is having a Twitch thing now too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Great. So we need a whole bunch of people shooting a gun in a bunch of different directions at one time.
It's definitely going to be an interesting thing to do with like a Final Fantasy game or something, because it's turn-based.
Well, everything up until like Final Fantasy X. Well, 12, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you have to play one of the older games. But it's really interesting because they've created a lot of lore to go with it. I mean, you almost don't even have to watch the stream to follow it. Their Facebook page posts a lot of updates, humorous comics, memes. First, it was their Ammonite that they were hailing as Lord Helix.
Don't forget the Bird God.
Oh, the Bird God, and then Battery Jesus.
See, I have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Because
they have a Zapdos and a Pidgeotto, and they were calling them Bird and Battery Jesus.
I don't care.
It was like, what? I mean, seriously, and now they've they've created some kind of like cult of Feraligatr. It's so strange, but nonetheless, it's really interesting to watch.
I'm sure.
You can check it out on Twitch.tv. It's twitch.tv/Twitch Plays Pokemon. We'll be right back with Kevin, and we're going to be talking about Metal Gear Solid 5 right here on Final Boss. Hey guys, welcome back to Final Boss. As I'm sure a lot of people are waiting with bated anticipation, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, the prelude to the upcoming main installment in the Metal Gear Solid series, is coming out next Tuesday, March 18th, on just about every platform you can imagine, except I guess Nintendo's platforms.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they should do to recover some money. I'm here with Kevin Horn, who is probably the biggest Metal Gear Solid fan on my crew, and I just thought I'd like to get his opinion why he's excited for the upcoming release. What's got you into it? Like, what do you? I know you're about all things Metal Gear Solid, but what's really going to sell it for you?
Well, one of the biggest drawing points that they have right now is open world, which has never been done in a Metal Gear game before. Mm-hmm. We've gotten close to it. I mean, the chapters that they have in each installment are always very big, mm-hmm. and it's almost open world. But on a level like this, it's something not quite not quite Grand Theft Auto, but a little like the Batman Arkham City.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So not totally sandbox, but you're free to go this way or that way.
Right.
It's not as linear as past games. Which,
right.
I mean, that's kind of a trend in the whole gaming world, mm-hmm. isn't it? I mean, you've got a lot of games that are kind of trying to diverge from, just putting one challenge in front of you and sending you at it in a set way.
Yeah, I mean that's been Kojima's real game plan with this. Like, he doesn't even though the main installment of Ground Zeroes, it's only going to be about 2 hours long, mm-hmm. but there is so much additional content, like with how you can approach an assassination in the game or a target acquisition. You're going to have numerous hours of gameplay. I think he said over like almost 100 hours just from the different ways you can do it.
So sticker shock, it's $30 for 2.5 hours. But what you're really getting is a real in-depth taste of what the next game is going to be, and you're getting it for half the price.
Exactly, and that's the $30. That's for next gen. If you're not quite at that level yet where you think the next gen is worth it, it's a little cheaper on the current gen.
Like, have you seen the tweets where he's talking about, what somebody asked him what console should I buy it on, and he said whichever one you own.
Right.
They've released screens. You can see those on DecaturGaming.com about the different resolutions and how the game's going to look on different consoles. And really, I mean, it's pretty in the next gen, but it's not a must-have. I'll be getting it on Xbox 360. That's all the time we got for this segment. We'll be right back here on Final Boss.
Hey everyone, this is Sam and John here. Right now, we're playing Left 4 Dead, the first one.
Oh yeah.
Because on Xbox Live it was only like $3, so I figured why not?
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a good time with it because Left 4 Dead is a great game.
Okay, let's get real with Sam. I'm excited.
All right, we're gonna play offline co-op. I'm going to choose Bill because Bill is my favorite character.
And I'm gonna throw it up and choose Zoe. Let's go.
All right. We're going to do
No Mercy,
which is the first level.
And normal. You can kind of follow this as a tutorial to get into the game. It'll just kind of help you in general kind of get into Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, because Left 4 Dead is a really
I was kind of skeptical. I like to play a game on Steam called Killing Floor that's a lot like Left 4 Dead. And for a long time I was like, well, it's as good as Left 4 Dead, but it's really not. No, it's not. Okay, let's see here. Starting this up. And now we're on the roof. It's really interesting because the... number 2? Yeah, number 2, okay.
I'm going for the shotgun.
Mid pack. Actually, I like the shotgun in the second one. I like the shotgun a lot.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Put some more shells in this thing. I keep forgetting that we don't have melee weapons in this game, so I'm kind of looking for like a frying pan or something. Oh man, you remember when that horde popped out right here?
Yeah.
Just ran me over? That was awful. I'm not going to run away from you guys this time. It was a bad maneuver. What was the flashlight button again?
Up on the D-pad.
Up on the D-pad, that's right, okay.
As you can see on the HUD, you got your actual weapons and ammunition. And then you got the D-pad, which up is the flashlight, toggle it, turn it on and off. And down is pills if you got it, and right is the medical pack to heal you. And left is explosives like Molotovs and pipe bombs.
Whoa, get back! My melee left bumper got it, or left trigger got it. Let's see here. Do we want to jump down? That's not what I had in mind. Ah, get back, back, back. Is that guy still alive? Yeah, he is. I'll fix that. That one? Okay, there's nothing in there. I thought there's somebody in there. Like, oh crap! But then there wasn't. Okay, let's see here. Sam, the horde.
I know,
the horde.
I see it.
Start melee. Defend myself. There we go. Ooh, that was bad.
You always want to clear the corners because you never know what's lurking around.
Yeah, we're almost to the part where they have the
like this
car
guy.
alarms too. And
this guy that just
dude.
jumped off the roof.
The roof. He we could make a bad joke there, but I won't.
No, the roof is not on fire.
The roof is not on fire.
Oh, second pistol right here.
Same pistol? What? No.
You can go akimbo. There is an actual achievement That
I think do you have to be like beat the entire game?
Yeah, you have to go through using nothing but dual pistols.
It's kind of hard actually too. The pistols aren't that great.
And this vehicle right here, as you can see, it has a red flashing light. That means that if I were to do this, there would be a giant horde of zombies.
Why did you do that? But Sam, that kills people.
Yeah, it does. You gotta be very cautious because you never know where the horde's gonna come from.
Yeah, they can come from literally any direction. And then of course you're just stuck meleeing your face off because the only way that you can actually I shall lose. Darn it. All over.
Alright.
I get like a hand here.
If you want to go down to the safe room, that'd be cool too.
I'm a little trapped is the issue. I mean, I would love to get in the safe room.
Come on.
But,
Lewis got the smoker.
Lewis can just die for all I care. Get inside! Are we still... Okay, we're still in shotguns and subguns.
You might want to heal yourself.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and use my...
Don't shut the door yet. I'm going to grab his med kit.
You'll be able to grab it once it's done.
Yeah.
And as you can tell, this was the first level.
Yeah, it was actually kind of...
that's a genuinely easy one.
Yeah,
and it
gets kind of crazy though. Towards the end of this, we're actually going to see a couple of tanks at once.
Yeah, because here, like, it shows the it shows little tips and it shows like stats of the level.
Mm-hmm.
Like Headhunters, Francis got 7, and so did John, who is the mini ninja. I'm robotic scalp. I figured we should probably put that in there.
Yeah, just throw that up real fast. Here we go.
All right, it's a munitions.
Welcome back to Final Boss. I'm Curry Hartson, and now it is time for my top 2 games of all time. Again, these are just based on my opinion, and take them as you will. So number 2, Mass Effect 3. I have a feeling a lot of people disagree with me, but I love Mass Effect, and 3 was amazing. It rivals the next game series in my favorite ever, and after loving the first and second games, Mass Effect 3 was the great closing I could have hoped for. I know there is controversy around the ending of the game, and I wasn't even the biggest fan of it, but one bad ending doesn't ruin an entire game of epic endings with your companions and the amazing fight sequence of the Quarians and the Geth, let alone the Shepard versus the Reaper battle. This game is just epic, and in terms of story and what Mass Effect was like, there were so many great wrap-ups in the game of a series that I adored all the way through that it is, quite honestly, close to my number 1 spot. So speaking of number 1, the granddaddy of all time for me in games, my favorite game of all time is Halo 3. Halo 3 is close to my heart for many reasons. The first and most important is the thousands of multiplayer rounds I played in the game. I played this game so much and made friends in school over this game. I also remember playing this game for hours on end with my cousin and friends while we were all crammed around system-linked Xboxes and played Halo 3 in the same room. The story is phenomenal, and the multiplayer, in my opinion, is unmatched. There is such a wide variety of activities in Halo 3 because of the Forge system that for a long time I didn't need any other game. There was Donkey Kong simulations, duck hunts, races, and many more things to do just in one game of Halo 3. I still go back and play it now and again and enjoy myself every minute I do. Long live Halo 3. And these have been my top 5 favorite games. Coming up next, Robert will show you a creepy pasta. Stay tuned.
I'm Robert Adams, and welcome to Tales from Beyond the Disc. Today, we talk about Sonicexe.
Our tale begins with Tom, who one summer afternoon is playing Sonic Unleashed. He notices out of his peripheral vision that the mailman came by and dropped a package in his mailbox, which he immediately goes to investigate. He realizes that it's a CD case along with a letter from his good friend Kyle. And Kyle wrote as follows: "I can't take it anymore. I had to get rid of this thing somehow before it was too late, and I was hoping you'd do it for me. I can't do it. He's after me. And if you don't destroy the CD, he'll come after you too. He's too fast for me. Please, God, destroy this godforsaken disc before he comes after you too. It's too late for me." So like any good friend, after he sees Sonic on the CD disc, he decides to play it. As soon as he puts in the CD, he notices that something is very wrong with it. First appears to be what Sonic 1's title screen would have, but then it changes for a brief moment, where the water has now turned to a red substance. The symbol behind Sonic is rusted. Sonic now has red eyes and blood pouring out of the sockets, and the Sega 1991 symbol has been changed to Sega 666. After it cut to black for a couple of seconds, he now noticed the save file from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 had appeared. It had 3 files. One is Tails, one is Knuckles, and to his surprise, one is Dr. Robotnik. He soon realizes it was a hacked game. He decided to play it just to see what it was like. Considering he was only given one option, he decided to play as Tails. He was transported to a place called Hill, Act 1. He soon noticed that the area was pretty barren until he walked along far enough to see many of the dead animals that Sonic would save in earlier games. This happened for about a couple minutes to his account, until he ran into Sonic. This initiated a cutscene where Tails walked close to Sonic, with static immediately raising higher and higher until he got to him. Sonic then opened his eyes, and then text appeared on the screen saying, "Hello, do you want to play a game with me?" Tails was then taken to a level called Hide and Seek, which looked to be like Angel Island from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, except everything was on fire. Tails made frantic gestures to Tom, trying to make him get out of there as quick as possible. After a certain extent, Sonic then appeared with those awful red and black eyes, and chased after him to the drowning jingle. As soon as he finally had caught Tails, Tails began to cry. Sonic then appeared again, and then grabbed Tails, which made blood come out, and a scream was heard. He was then taken back to the save file select screen, and this time picked Knuckles. This time, after a few seconds, Knuckles tried to fight off Sonic, but failed. He soon fell on the ground and began to cry. Sonic lifted him by the throat, and then another scream was heard. Tom at this point decided to take a nap, which he would soon regret considering he heard the cries of Tails and Knuckles. He decided to play the final level as Robotnik. The same thing that happened to Tails and Knuckles soon happened to Robotnik. After a few seconds of black, then an image appeared of hyper-realistic Sonic that said, "I am God." He realized that this Sonic was a great and evil monster that would tear up everything in its path. He then heard a voice behind him, looked behind him, and saw a black Sonic plushie that had blood dripping from its... And now it's time for my thoughts. I think this is a decent creepypasta in all regards. It does also show that he actually stopped at one point and thought about his actions. But I don't believe a plushie could come out of a freaking computer game. But as you all know, it's just a story. I'm Robert Adams, and this is Final Boss.
That's all for this week on Final Boss. Tune in after spring break. We're going to have our Titanfall review and a bunch of other great stuff for you all. We had a lot of fun today. We talked about Metal Gear Solid 5. We talked about Nintendo and their financial woes. Played some Left 4 Dead. Found out a little bit about what Curry recommends for great games. Robert gave us his first creepypasta of the season. All really great stuff. I hope you'll join us again next time. On behalf of my director, Marky Owens, myself, my crew, my co-producer, Sam Bell, and my segment producers, Robert Adams and Curry Hartson, thanks for watching, and join us next time here on Channel 85 MSU TV. See you next time.